The next match, what did you think of Andrade and our friend Brody King from the House of Blech?
I didn't like it as much as I liked the Buddy Matthews match last week.
Brody ain't nobody, is he? And nobody cares for me.
You know, the other thing is, in an era when everyone is just tatted up, you don't really stand out anymore when you're just a big guy with tattoos. Everyone has them. The Vikings have them over here, and this guy has them over here. Everyone has them.
No, you know why he stands out?
No.
Because between the zebra print on his gear and the tattoos on the rest of his body that shows besides his gear, he looks like one of those kaleidoscope things that hypnotize you. If somebody was just to hang him by a rope and turn him around and around, you could fucking hypnotize the entire audience.
Well, I don't know if it achieved that goal here.
The audience seemed like they were in a trance.
They really are doing an Andrade House of Black feud, it appears. Malachi couldn't make it, but his mystical powers are able to fuck with the lighting system somehow.
You know what? They were in Canada. Wonder what Malachi has back in his criminal record. Wonder about Sammy.
Oh, Sammy's on the paper. Isn't Sammy on the pay-per-view?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
All right. Well, listen, Mr. Making Things Up.
Well, if somebody don't go to Canada, sometimes there's things wrong.
I was already in a pretty sour mood about this show just because it opened feeling like Dynamite. The Tanahashi match felt like the kind of thing you would see on Dynamite, and it wasn't impressive. Andrade had that good match last week. Did they go as long this week? It felt like they went as long this week, and it just wasn't the same match. I didn't like it as much.
That's the thing. Maybe if they'd had the matches in reverse order, because both these guys worked hard and they were serious about it. There was some modern bullshit going on. But they were they didn't go out on the floor endlessly. They didn't bury the referee. You can tell that the in-ring matches on this program are trying to be serious as opposed to the indie bullshit that Wednesday does. But the problem is Brody King ain't Buddy Matthews. Brody King's a big guy, and he's got a lot of tattoos cover up the fact he doesn't have any muscles. But Buddy has oomph to him. We've talked about his work and just his oomph and his look. Brody King is kind of big and kind of bleh, and his facials are kind of and he doesn't really have a third gear. He's like an indie version of Buddy Matthews. So they had the match last week, and it was a lot better than this one. I wrote, this one has gone on too long, just some flat-footed back and forth, and Brody is nobody, is what I wrote. And then Andrade got the figure 4 and was going to, do the bridge for the figure 8, and Julia Hart got up on the apron with Andrade's mask that he wears to the ring, that he then takes off for his match. So Andrade has the finishing hold on the guy, but he lets go of the figure 4 and gets up and asks for his mask, just stands there looking. If you can't hit a girl and she's got your shit, aren't you going to go and snatch it away from her? You don't have to knock her out, but you're going to snatch your shit. He just stands there, then turns back around and ducks a clothesline and gets the figure 4 back on Brody. And then that's when Buddy hits. That's another reason why their names are too confusing, Brody and Buddy. And he gets disqualified. And that finish was performed in pretty much the most perfunctory way that it could be done. But then Buddy and Brody both beat up Andrade, and the corpse referee, the useless boy, he was the fucking referee, so he just jumps out on the floor and makes faces, and nobody comes to help. And Malachi Black's face pops up on the screen, and the heels stare at him, and then the lights go out, and the announcers start pitching to the fucking matches we're going to see later on. This was, again, Wednesday night bullshit with their appearing, disappearing, lights out, wax on, wax off, the clapper, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm sold on Buddy Matthews. They should get him away from this, somehow give him a new name or a gimmick that you're not denying who he once was, but he's become a different person. Maybe Buddy freaking Matthews? I don't know. But no, seriously, just do something else with him because he's good and he's dragged down by this nonsense. You saw him say to Julia when to put up the mask. So you even got to see that spot get called. Andrade's the babyface, I guess?
Yeah.
Is Andrade the reason Sammy's not there?
I don't know. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Could it be that Andrade said, I'll punch him again if I get the chance?
If you make me go to Canada, I'm going to punch Sammy Guevara.
Yeah. God damn it.